It's Doris with All the Books, and I'm here to do another nonfiction video. This one will be my favorite memoirs. I think that I've done this before. I'm fairly certain I have, but that was over a year ago, and I'm pretty sure I've read more since. I know I have. So let's just dive in. I was going to rank these, but that was just way too hard. So I did divide them into these are good, and then the last 5 are really good. So anyway, I have The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. This one is, I believe it's in Appalachia for part of it, but it's basically some children almost growing up on their own. Their parents, the mom and dad, are both free spirits, and not the free spirits that are trying to educate their children to also be free spirits. They're just kind of free spirits that do their own thing, and the kids just get along as best they can. So, yes, really enjoyed reading that. I'm just gonna try to not say that again because I really enjoyed reading all of these. Then I have Why Be Happy When You Could Be Normal by Jeanette Winterson. This is a much beloved UK author. I have not read any of her fiction yet. I do have Orange is the Only Fruit, which I think is the fictionalized account of this memoir, and one other, I don't recall the title, but anyway, looking forward to reading those. But this one is the life of Jeanette Winterson, her early years. She was adopted, and her adoptive parents were very, we would kind of say fundamentalist or conservative Christian here in the States, but, you know, very much monitoring her life, and she did not get along with that for good reason. So this was a really good read as well. God, I said it again. Then I have We Were 8 Years in Power, An American Tragedy by Ta-Nehisi Coates. This you might not think of as a memoir at first glance. These are a series, this is a series of 8 essays that he wrote during the 8 years of Obama's administration, 1 per year, and they're just very insightful and so super intelligent. But he then, these were written in the time that they, you know, each year, but then he went back and he made an introduction to each essay, and those introductions are a memoir of Coates's life as he was pursuing his career and the struggle that he had with that, and the changes in his thinking and ideology along the way. I found it really, really intelligent and such a good read. I'll Be Gone in the Dark, One Woman's Obsessive Search for the Golden State Killer by Michelle McNamara. Oh, this was so good. Michelle McNamara was obsessed with, there's a word for it when, you know, your hobby is to hunt down information on criminals, and yes, she did it. But her information actually helped lead to the finding of the Golden State Killer, and he was indeed found. Unfortunately, it was after Michelle McNamara died unexpectedly. So such a tragedy, but yes, friends of hers from the online community helped. She didn't even get to finish writing this book, but they helped finalize the copy from her notes and from things they discussed. And really, I thoroughly enjoyed this read. Sorry guys, these books are really enjoyable, and I haven't gotten to the best ones yet. In the Country We Love by Diane Guerrero. I actually don't watch TV. I don't know. When Gabriel was born, I lost that ability and have not recovered it since. So Diane Guerrero is a TV actress, and I think Heidi from My Reading Life put me onto this. This is the story of her elementary and teenage years, and college as well. But she was an immigrant and the daughter of immigrants, and her family were deported, and she, you know, actually she wasn't an immigrant. She was born here, I believe. But her family was deported without her. And oh, just devastating. But you know, the people, the guidance counselors and the teachers that helped her along the way, friends in the community, and you know, the struggles that she had with anxiety and depression, and you know, just the repercussions of her childhood, and how that affected her as an adult and coming to terms with that. This book was just heartbreaking, but so inspiring as well. It's a great read. Okay, I'm gonna say it for all of them. Just deal. Okay, now we're to the really good ones. Lab Girl by Hope Jaron. This was another, started out with early childhood. Her father was a professor, and she's a botanist, and this is just her journey and the making of her career, and her lab partner Bill, who I adore his story as well. Highly recommend this one if you're into the sciences, the natural sciences especially. A recent favorite, much beloved memoir is Esmeralda Santiago's When I Was Puerto Rican. This one starts again with her younger years, and just as she's like, I think right around 12, they immigrate to the United States from Puerto Rico. The older siblings, I guess the younger ones as well. Some of the siblings and the mother, but not the father. He stays in Puerto Rico. And oh, this book is so atmospheric. It's so set in the time and place, and her voice is so strong, and you know, just her love for her family and the dynamics between them all. Oh, really good read. I don't even know. I'm just gonna do them in the order they happen. This should be the last one, but my beloved Trevor Noah, Born a Crime, Stories from a South African Childhood. This is from the years that he can remember up through high school and his young adult years before he becomes a comedian, and his relationship with his mother. So precious, and what a woman. I've just said so much about this already. You guys know how I feel and what that's about. And then Becoming by Michelle Obama. This was excellent. What a writer, what a woman. This just talks about her career and discovering herself and maintaining her selfhood through the presidency and beyond, and the things she wants to accomplish in her life, and just so inspiring. What a great read. And then Educated by Tara Westover. This one is growing up. This would be good paired with the Jeanette Winterson one. But yeah, this one is fun, very radical, I would say, Mormon family, and kind of anti-government and isolationist, and she grows up basically uneducated. They don't send her to school. She doesn't even have a birth certificate. She's not on the record anywhere, and she ends up educating herself and taking the ACT, scoring well, and getting into university. She ends up studying overseas at one of those big ones. Which was it? In the UK, Cambridge, and Harvard here in the States. I found this really insightful, and I she studied history and writing as well, I believe, but I'm so looking forward to her writing more. I hope that she starts writing either historical fiction or, better yet, nonfiction. I hope. I need to look and see what her plans are, if any have come out since this was published, but I really enjoyed it. Anyway, they're great reads. What can I say? Yeah, I hope that you found a few that you would like, and I have a bunch more on my TBR shelf, so I may next week do a video of the unread ones on my TBR if you'd be interested. If you have any memoirs similar to these that you think I would like, by all means leave them in the comments below so we can all discover them together. And thanks so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.